Hello students, welcome back. Today we will be discussing some selected problems based on chapter electricity of class 10. The question that you can see on the board says that there are some electric bulbs that are designed to be used on 220 volt supply line and are rated 10 watt. Understanding this term first, it means that when these bulbs, there are some bulbs which are designed in such a manner that when they are operated on 220 volt potential difference, then the output that they give is 10 watt. इसका मतलब क्या है कि अगर 220 वोल्ट की सप्लाई में आप उसको लगाओगे तो वो in every second it will consume 10 joule of energy. This is what we mean by the first line. And this first line is also in other words, we can say that this is known as the rating of the bulb. So bulbs are rated in a manner of their power that they supply on a given amount of potential difference. Further, the question goes like this: how many lamps can be connected? These are bulbs only. The question this is an NCERT question. It is printed like that. How many bulbs can be connected in parallel with each other across two wires of 220 volt line if the maximum allowable current is 5 amperes. So it's something like this. We can imagine that there is a line, usually in our households the supply line carries 220 volt potential difference. So we can assume that there is one wire which is at higher potential carrying at 220 volt, another wire which is at 0 volt potential. So the potential difference between the lines becomes 220 volt. This wire is known as the live wire. The another wire is known as neutral wire. And the question is asking us that how many such bulbs can you connect in parallel with each other in this particular line. So we don't know how many bulbs we can connect. There can be n bulbs. This is what the question is asking us. So how to proceed with such type of questions? In this question, when we are provided with the rating of the bulb, it means that we can easily find out the resistance of the bulb. Finding out the resistance of the bulb, we can also find out the equivalent resistance of the circuit. R equivalent we can find out. Suppose there are n branches. So for n branches, the equivalent resistance in this case will be equal to R upon n. We don't know the number of branches in this case. The question also says that maximum allowed current in the line is 5 ampere. Maximum allowed current is 5 ampere. So if the entire combination gives us a resistance of R by N, we can apply Ohm's law, according to which V must be equal to IR equivalent. Now what is the value of V in this question? V means potential difference. In this question the value of V is 220 volt. The value of I, which is maximum allowed in the question, is 5 ampere, and R equivalent is R by N. Now this equation holds again two variables. One variable is the value of resistance, the another variable is N. N is asked in the question, but R, what about this R? How can we find out this R? We can find out this value of R using the rating, power rating of the bulb, which is given as it will deliver 10 watt power when it is operated on a 220 volt line. तो इसको अगर हम इस वाले फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से देखें तो power delivered or power delivered by the bulb will be equal to the square of potential difference divided by the resistance of the bulb. Using this formula, I can find out the resistance. Resistance will be equal to V square upon P. The value of V square will be 220 multiplied by 220 divided by the power, which is 10. Now I can substitute this value of R in this. I may name it as equation number 1. So I put the value of R here. So I get 220 volt is equal to 5 multiplied by R, which is 220 multiplied by 220 upon 10. We can easily cancel off certain terms and we get, N is also there, 10N. We are required to find out the value of N. N will be shifted on this side. This gives us 5 multiplied by 220 upon 10. You can simplify it to get 110 bulbs. So this is the number of bulbs that are required to be connected in the given condition so that the current conditions are fulfilled. the required conditions of the number of bulbs is also fulfilled, and you get the result like this. Let's check out one more question. This is a very common question. It is a problem given in NCERT book in the chapter end. This question reads as compare the power used in 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuits. The first circuit given in the question is a 6 volt battery in series with 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors. The second type of circuit is given as 6 volt battery in parallel with 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistor. So let us see how to begin this type of question. My first suggestion to every one of you is to draw a circuit diagram for the given question which is asked. In board exams also, circuit diagram carries marks. So for the first type of circuit, I can draw it like this. There is a 6 volt battery in series with 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistors. Simply, there are 2 resistors connected in series with a 6 volt battery. This is the battery that I can draw, and I can provide it with a key. The circuit could be provided with a key. So this is a 1 ohm resistor, this is a 2 ohm resistor, and this is a 6 volt battery, and some amount of current must be drawn from the circuit. So this is the provided condition to us. Now we are required to find out the power used in 2 ohm resistor. That is, you have to find out the power in this case. I am writing it as P2 just to indicate that this is power consumed at the 2 ohm resistor. Just an indicator. So here children often have a doubt that we have 3 different formulae to calculate power. P can be calculated as I square R. P can also be calculated as V square by R, or P can also be calculated as the product of V and I. So children often get confused that which formula should we use, or if the formula that we are using is different, so we should get different answers. But you can understand that using any of these formulae should give you the same results. So I'll solve this question using all the 3 formula taken one after the other. So let us see how the difference comes using different formula. So I am first using this formula, P is equal to I square R. When I have to find out the formula power using I square R, I am referring to the current which is flowing through the 2 ohm resistor, and R here refers to the 2 ohm resistor only. So what is the current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor? Current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor will be the same which is flowing in the whole circuit. So we need to find out the current flowing in the circuit. I through the whole circuit will be equal to V by R. What is V here? V is the applied potential difference, and what is R? This is actually series resistance, the total resistance or the effective resistance of the circuit. So the value of V in the question is 6 volt and the value of series resistance is 3. So we get a current as 2 ampere. Now this current of 2 ampere is the same flowing through both the components. So if I want to find out the power at 2 ohm resistor, I'll use this value of current in the formula I square R. So it will be 2 into 2 multiplied by the 2 ohm resistor, which gives me 8 watt. So this is the usage of the first formula. Moving on to the next formula. Next formula is P is equal to V square by R. How to use this one? Now here when I say V, this V doesn't refer to the applied potential difference, but this V here refers to the potential drop at this one, this resistance. So it is, I may write it as V2 just to indicate that this is the potential difference at 2 ohm resistor. या फिर हम इसको यहाँ पर एक वोल्ट मीटर लगा करके ये दिखा देते हैं कि ये V2 है. तो I should rewrite this formula as P2 is equal to V2 square upon R2. If I name this resistance as 2 ohm resistor, so this will be R2. Now V, the total potential difference applied across the entire circuit is 6 volt, but this V2 is not known. So we can find out this value of V2 using Ohm's law. V2 must be equal to I R2. Ohm's law says that V is equal to IR. This value of V2 will be the product of current flowing through the resistance and R2, the value of resistance. I is 2 ohm here, resistance is 2 ohm. So this gives me that potential drop V2 must be equal to 4 volt. यानी जो टोटल सर्किट पे पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस लगाया 6 वोल्ट का, उसमें से 4 वोल्ट का ड्रॉप यहाँ पे हो रहा है. तो यू कैन इजीली गेस दैट व्हाट विल बी द पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप एट 1 ओम रेजिस्टर. that should be also equal to 2 volt, because the energy conservation principle holds true. Whatever energy you are supplying with the battery has to remain constant and conserved throughout the flow of charges. So putting this value of V2 here, I can write the value of power at 2 ohm resistor as V2 square, which is 4 multiplied by 4 upon R2, which is 2. So this again gives us 8 watt. Using the third formula, P is equal to VI. When I have to find out the power at 2 ohm resistor, I should use the value of V2, and I, as it is a series combination, it is having the same value for the whole circuit again. So V2 की value हमने पहले वाले part में इधर निकाल के देखी थी, it was 4 volt. I is 2 ampere, so that gives me a product of 8 watt. So you see that whichever formula you use, you get the same result of power which is dissipated at 2 ohm. Now let us see the second part of the question. The question was asking us to compare the power used in 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuits. The first circuit we found using all the 3 different formulae. We found that the 2 ohm resistor dissipates a power of 8 watt in the circuit. Now the second combination. The second combination says that there is a 4 volt battery. There is a 4 volt battery in parallel with 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistor. So there are 2 resistors connected in parallel with a 4 volt battery. We can provide a switch here. This is positive and negative of the battery. Suppose this resistance is 12 ohm and this one is 2 ohm. You can place it in any order. So this is the condition given here. So now we are required to find out power at 2 ohm again. Power at 2 ohm. We can again do it by all the 3 ways. I am cutting it short by only one way. In parallel combination, we know that the potential difference applied across each combination is the same. The energy is providing same energy to the charges for this branch and this branch. Both the branches are getting same energized charges. So P2 will be equal to V square by R2 in this case, because I can do it directly when I know that I don't have to find something else extra here. So V square will be equal to 4 multiplied by 4 and R2 will be equal to 2 in this case. So this again gives us 8 watt. So we find that in the first case power at 2 ohm was also 8 watt, and in the second case power at 2 ohm was again 8 watt. So the ratio comes out to be, ratio will be 1:1, which is required in the question. Most of the children, they get confused using different formulae and they do not understand that which way to go, and that is how their answer is often incorrect. Using different ways will give you different answers if you don't apply the formulae properly. Next question that I have chosen is also a very common problem which is faced by maximum number of students. This is also an NCERT question, and this is given in the form of a multiple choice question in NCERT. The question goes like this: there are 2 conducting wires of same material, equal length and equal diameter. Both are identical in a sense. It means that both should have same resistance. They are connected to a same potential difference, first in series and then in parallel. So you are required to find out the ratio of heat produced in series and then in parallel. सीरीज का और पैरेलल में जो हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है उसका रेशियो निकालना है. तो लेट अस फर्स्ट सी इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन both the resistors are identical in all the senses, and the potential difference, we don't have the value. Let us assume that it is some value V potential difference से लगा दिया हमने, और ये 2 resistors are the same value connected in series. तो heat produced निकालने के again we can use all the 3 ways, but I am using only one way here because we have to compare in both the cases. So our intention is to compare rather than to indulge into that different ways of finding out the heat. Let us draw the parallel combination also. The parallel combination means that both the resistors of same value, they are connected in parallel with the same amount of potential difference that we have used here. यहाँ पे अगर V volt यूज किया है तो पैरेलल में भी V volt ही यूज करना है. This is what the question demands. So this is R and this is also R, and this is in series. So in series combination the effective resistance of the circuit is Rs, which is equal to R1 plus R2, तो it will be equal to 2R. ये 2R resistance हो जाएगा इस केस में, ठीक है. और using this value I can find out the value of heat using V square by R effective multiplied by time. तो V square V ही रहेगा. The variables which are given in the question, those only we have to use. The value of R effective in this case is 2R, and time also we don't know. Whatever may be the time, may it be 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. I am just using the symbol T here. For the same time, I have to find out the heat generated in this case. For series, I will use a subscript S, so indicating that this is the heat produced in series combination. Moving on to the parallel one, the effective resistance Rp will be equal to R by 2. This you can find out using the usual formula of parallel combination, which is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. This gives us this result. Using the value of Rp, we can find out the value of heat produced in the parallel combination as V square upon Rp. Rp की value हम यहाँ पे R by 2 लगाएंगे, तो 2 will be shifted to the numerator, 2V square by R. This is the heat produced in the parallel combination. The question asks us to find out the ratio of Hs and Hp. So I will find it out here. Hs ratio Hp. This will be equal to series के लिए हमारे पास है here T will also be there. I'm so sorry. T भी लगा दिया. तो Hs की वैल्यू है V square upon 2R multiplied by T, and this is divided by, ratio means division, 2V square upon R into T. इसको आप सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए you can convert the ratio into product. The quotient could be converted into product like 2 upon 2V square into T. ये V square T cancel हो जाएगा, R भी cancel हो जाएगा, and the ratio left out is 1 upon 4, which means that Hs ratio Hp is 1 upon 4. So this is the result. So I hope that this video must have been helpful to you to solve some of the problems. I'll be coming up with some more videos based on some problems which are usually by mistake children do some another way. Usually these ratio type of questions are not attempted properly. Even if you get a ratio of 4:1 in the board exam, the entire question goes wrong. So you have to be a little careful while solving such type of questions. I hope you must have understood. Bye bye for now.